Listen and speak English. Paris and Helen, Whispers of Troy. Chapter 1. The Fateful Encounter. Amidst the golden hues of Troy, Paris, a prince with a destiny written in the stars, stumbles upon a gathering of goddesses. The gods' jealousy and vanity unfurl, as they task him with a choice that will alter the course of his life and the fate of Troy itself. Paris, torn between love and duty, sets in motion a series of events that will echo through the ages, as he navigates the treacherous waters of divine favor and familial expectations. Paris's heart becomes entangled with the mesmerizing Helen, whose beauty rivals that of the goddesses themselves. The first chapter unfolds, painting a vivid tapestry of desire, ambition, and the impending storm that looms over Troy. In the fateful encounter, readers will witness the sparks that ignite the flames of passion, setting the stage for a tale that will resonate through the centuries. Brace yourselves for a journey into a world where mortal choices collide with divine consequences, and where the fate of nations hangs in the balance. Chapter 2. Stolen Glances and Forbidden Desires. In the aftermath of the fateful encounter, Paris finds himself haunted by stolen glances and forbidden desires. The palace walls whisper secrets, and the city streets pulse with anticipation. Troy, once a bastion of stability, is now a realm teetering on the edge of transformation, as Paris and Helen navigate the treacherous dance of courtly intrigue. The seeds of love take root. Each stolen moment adds another layer to the intricate tapestry of desire, drawing them closer while pulling the kingdom further apart. Rumors spread like wildfire, and alliances shift in the shadows. In the heart of the city, where the echoes of love and war blend, a clandestine rendezvous becomes the crucible where their destinies intertwine. Amidst the opulent chambers and hidden gardens, Paris and Helen succumb to the irresistible force of their connection, oblivious to the brewing storm that threatens to consume them and Troy. The stolen glances and forbidden desires unfold against a backdrop of political machinations and divine whispers. The gods, amused and outraged, watch as mortals dance on the precipice of destiny. In this chapter, the boundaries between love and duty blur, setting the stage for the epic clash that awaits. As the moon rises over Troy, casting its silvery glow on the lovers entwined in passion, the city's fate hangs in the balance. Will love conquer duty, or will duty shatter the bonds of love? In the shadow of impending conflict, the stage is set for a drama that will resonate through the ages. Chapter 3. A Kingdom in Turmoil. The stolen glances and forbidden desires reverberate through the kingdom, creating a seismic shift in the delicate balance of power. Troy, once united, now stands at the precipice of turmoil. Whispers of the forbidden liaison between Paris and Helen echo in every corner, stoking the flames of discontent among the people. King Priam, torn between his love for his son and the stability of his realm, grapples with a decision that could redefine the future. The royal court becomes a battleground of conflicting loyalties and hidden agendas as alliances fracture, and a sense of foreboding settles over the once thriving city. As tension escalates, the gods continue to play their part, manipulating mortal affairs with capricious delight. Aphrodite, the orchestrator of this tragic romance, watches with a sly smile, while others among the divine pantheon take sides, further complicating the mortal drama. In a kingdom in turmoil, readers will witness the unraveling of the political fabric of Troy. Loyalties will be tested, and the consequences of love in the face of duty will become starkly apparent. Amidst the turmoil, the city prepares for a storm that threatens not only the mortal realm but the very foundations of Olympus. As the shadow of war looms ever larger, Troy stands on the brink of transformation. Will the love of Paris and Helen be the kingdom's salvation or its undoing? In the corridors of power and the whispers of the streets, the destiny of Troy is written in the tumultuous chapters of this epic tale. Chapter 4: Diplomacy and Deception. In the wake of Troy's escalating turmoil, diplomatic overtures become a desperate necessity. The once stable alliances crumble under the weight of scandal and strained loyalties. King Priam, determined to salvage what remains of his kingdom, dispatches emissaries to neighboring realms in a bid to secure support and avert the impending storm. As Troy engages in delicate negotiations, the air is thick with tension, and every word becomes a potential spark that could ignite the flames of war. Diplomats maneuver through a landscape of distrust, and behind closed doors, clandestine agreements and betrayals take root. The gods, amused by the mortal drama, weave their influence, further complicating the intricate dance of diplomacy. Paris, torn between his love for Helen and the responsibility thrust upon him, grapples with the consequences of his choices. The once idyllic city becomes a labyrinth of political intrigue and deceptive alliances, where every smile conceals hidden motives, and every promise carries the weight of potential betrayal. Diplomacy and deception unveil a world where the fate of nations hinges on the delicate balance of trust and betrayal. Readers will witness the lengths to which mortals and immortals will go to protect their interests, and how the web of deception tightens around Troy, threatening to consume it in the flames of conflict. As the diplomatic dance reaches its zenith, the question remains: can Troy emerge unscathed from the machinations of gods and the duplicity of mortals? Or is it destined to become a mere pawn in a larger cosmic game? The answer lies in the shadows, waiting to be revealed in the subsequent chapters of this epic tale. Chapter 5: The Emissaries of Love. As the specter of war looms, a glimmer of hope emerges in the form of emissaries sent by neighboring kingdoms. These envoys, known as the Emissaries of Love, arrive in Troy with the mission of mediating the growing tensions and fostering unity among the conflicted parties. Led by a charismatic diplomat named Eurydice, the Emissaries of Love bring with them the promise of reconciliation and a chance for Troy to avoid the impending catastrophe. The city, desperate for a resolution that doesn't involve bloodshed, welcomes the emissaries with cautious optimism. In this chapter, readers will witness the delicate dance of diplomacy as Eurydice navigates the intricate web of conflicting emotions and political alliances. The gods, intrigued by this mortal attempt at peacemaking, watch closely, ready to intervene or undermine as their whims dictate. The Emissaries of Love delve into the complexities of diplomacy, love, and the interplay between mortals and immortals. Can Eurydice's efforts bring about reconciliation, or will the forces of destiny and desire push Troy further towards the precipice? The unfolding narrative promises both resolution and new challenges as the epic saga continues to unfold. Chapter 6: A Nation Divided. Despite the efforts of the Emissaries of Love, Troy finds itself ensnared in a web of division and mistrust. The city, once a bastion of unity, now stands on the brink of internal strife. The whispers of scandal and the weight of forbidden love fracture the once unbreakable bonds that held the kingdom together. Within the city walls, factions emerge, each fueled by their own interpretation of honor, duty, and love. Families torn apart, Friends turned adversaries, the very fabric of Troy unravels. As the divisions deepen, King Priam, burdened by the weight of leadership, struggles to maintain order as the people demand justice and resolution in a nation divided. Readers witness the heartbreaking consequences of love in the face of societal norms and expectations. Paris and Helen, caught in the crossfire of a kingdom torn asunder, grapple with the harsh realities of their choices. The gods, reveling in the chaos, watch as mortals grapple with the consequences of their desires. As tensions escalate, the once proud city of Troy stands at the crossroads of its destiny. Will the bonds of love triumph over the divisions tearing the kingdom apart? Or will the seeds of discord sow the seeds of Troy's downfall? In this chapter, the stage is set for a dramatic confrontation that will shape the future of Troy and its star-crossed lovers. Chapter 7, Achilles' Wrath Unleashed. The nation's divisions reach a boiling point, drawing the attention of mighty Achilles, the invincible hero, known for his prowess in battle and unwavering loyalty to the Greeks. Achilles sees an opportunity to exploit Troy's internal strife and fulfill his destiny on the battlefield. As rumors of Achilles' impending arrival spread through the city, panic grips the hearts of Troy's citizens. The streets, once bustling with life, now echo with the somber realization that the wrath of the greatest warrior of his time is about to descend upon them. In this chapter, readers witness the unfolding of a clash between mortal and demigod. Achilles, driven by a sense of destiny and a personal vendetta, marches towards Troy with the might of the Greek army at his back. Paris, Helen, and the divided citizens of Troy must now face not only the consequences of their internal struggles but also the external threat that looms on the horizon. The gods, amused by the unfolding drama, observe closely as the threads of fate intertwine. Will Achilles' wrath be the catalyst that unites Troy or the force that seals its fate? In the face of impending doom, alliances are forged, and the true measure of heroes and villains is revealed. Achilles' Wrath Unleashed sets the stage for a monumental clash, where the destiny of Troy hangs in the balance. As the thunderous footsteps of the Greek army approach, the city braces for the storm that will determine its ultimate fate. Chapter 8, Amidst the gods' machinations. As the formidable Achilles approaches the gates of Troy, the gods convene on Mount Olympus, weaving their intricate tapestry of divine machinations. Zeus, the ruler of the gods, watches with a stoic gaze, while Hera, his queen, whispers subtle suggestions into the ears of the divine assembly. The gods, each with their vested interests, manipulate the threads of fate, setting the stage for a conflict that transcends the mortal realm. Aphrodite, still amused by the love story that sparked the war, intervenes with a twinkle in her eye. Ars, the god of war, revels in the impending chaos, his eyes ablaze with anticipation. In this chapter, readers witness the behind-the-scenes orchestration of Troy's destiny. The gods' interference blurs the lines between free will and preordained fate, leaving mortals at the mercy of celestial whims. As the divine drama unfolds, the mortal realm becomes a mere pawn in the gods' intricate game. Meanwhile, Paris and Helen, caught in the crossfire of divine caprice, grapple with the realization that their love has become a catalyst for events beyond their control. The city of Troy becomes the battleground for not only mortal conflicts but also the celestial struggles of gods, who view humanity as mere playthings. Amidst the gods' machinations, explores the symbiotic relationship between mortals and immortals, where the actions of one echo in the hallowed halls of Olympus, as the gods manipulate the destinies of Troy's inhabitants. The stage is set for a confrontation that transcends the boundaries of both the mortal and divine realms. Chapter 9. Helen's Lament. In the heart of Troy, amidst the looming threat of Achilles and the gods' machinations, Helen is consumed by a profound sense of lamentation, the once beloved queen, whose beauty ignited 1,000 ships, now grapples with the consequences of her choices. Haunted by the shadows of impending war, Helen reflects on the path that led her to this moment of reckoning. Her heart torn between love and duty, she confronts the harsh reality that her actions have set in motion a series of events that threaten not only Troy but the very fabric of her own existence. As the city braces for the impending conflict, Helen's lament becomes a poignant melody that echoes through the corridors of the palace. The people of Troy, once enamored by her beauty, now watch as their queen navigates the storm of emotions within. In this chapter, readers delve into the inner turmoil of Helen, a woman caught between the desires of her heart and the expectations placed upon her. As war drums resonate in the distance, Helen's lament becomes a haunting refrain that encapsulates the tragedy of love entwined with destiny. Helen's lament lays bare the vulnerability of a queen, grappling with the weight of her choices, inviting readers to empathize with the complexities of her character. As the war drums grow louder, the fate of Troy and the fate of Helen herself converge in a crescendo of emotions that will shape the chapters yet to unfold. Chapter 10. The battle cries echo. The air in Troy becomes charged with anticipation. As Achilles and the Greek army lay siege to the city's gates, the clash of weapons, the thud of marching feet, and the thunderous war cries echo through the once proud streets. The battle, long foretold by both mortal and divine forces, unfolds with a relentless ferocity. In this chapter, readers are thrust into the heart of the conflict, where the clash of swords and the cries of the wounded become a haunting symphony. The defenders of Troy, fueled by a mix of desperation and determination, stand shoulder to shoulder against the formidable might of Achilles and his warriors. As the battle rages, Paris, wielding a sword not out of choice but necessity, finds himself at the forefront of the defense. Helen, torn between the safety of her people and the love that sparked this war, watches from the palace walls, her heart a battleground of conflicting emotions. The gods, observing the unfolding chaos, revel in the mayhem they've orchestrated. Ars, god of war, relishes the bloodshed, while Athena, the goddess of wisdom, observes with a keen eye, her motives shrouded in divine mystery. The battle cries echo portrays the brutality and chaos of war, where heroes are born and destinies are rewritten on the battlefield. As the clash intensifies, the city of Troy becomes a crucible where the bonds of love and duty are tested against the unforgiving realities of war. The fate of Troy, suspended in the balance, hangs on every sword stroke and every defiant battle cry that reverberates through the ancient city. Chapter 11. Heroes and Sacrifices. Amidst the chaos of battle, heroes emerge from the crucible of conflict, their destinies entwined with the fate of Troy. Paris, once a reluctant prince, fights with a determination born from love and a sense of responsibility for the kingdom that now teeters on the brink. On the opposing side, Achilles, the indomitable warrior, carves a path of destruction with the fury of a demigod. The clash between these titans becomes a spectacle witnessed by both gods and mortals, each blow echoing the inevitable tragedy of a war sparked by love. As the battle intensifies, sacrifices are made on both sides. Friends become foes, and foes become allies in the desperate struggle for survival, the gods, reveling in the drama of mortal conflict, watch as their pawns navigate the treacherous chessboard of war. In Heroes and Sacrifices, readers witness the human cost of divine whims and mortal desires. The battlefield becomes a canvas painted with the blood of warriors, each sacrifice a brushstroke in the tragic masterpiece of Troy's destiny. The choices made in the heat of battle shape the course of the war, and the repercussions resonate far beyond the city walls. As the sun sets on the battlefield, casting long shadows on the fallen, the true price of love, duty, and the capricious nature of the gods becomes starkly apparent. The heroes of Troy, whether by fate or choice, become symbols of resilience in the face of impending doom, setting the stage for the chapters that will unravel the aftermath of this epic clash. Chapter 12: The Scheming Gods. With the battlefield stained in the hues of war, the gods on Mount Olympus intensify their scheming. The clash between mortals, once a mere spectacle, now unfolds with unpredictable twists and turns that even the divine spectators hadn't foreseen. Aphrodite, the orchestrator of the tragic love that sparked the war, smiles with a mischievous twinkle in her eyes. The gods convene, their conversations laced with subtle manipulations and hidden agendas. Hera, with a keen interest in the fate of Troy, weaves her own intricate web of influence. In this chapter, readers witness the gods pulling the strings of destiny with renewed vigor. Love and war become mere pawns in their celestial game, and the consequences of mortal choices ripple through the fabric of Olympus itself. The divine realm mirrors the chaos below, reflecting the intertwining threads of fate that bind gods and mortals alike. As the gods play their roles, the mortals in Troy grapple with the aftermath of the battle. Heroes emerge from the ashes, scars marking their bodies and souls. The city, once a beacon of splendor, stands scarred and battered, a testament to the price paid for the whims of both mortal hearts and divine caprice. The scheming gods unravels the intricacies of divine interference, raising questions about the nature of free will and the extent to which mortals can shape their destinies. As the gods continue their machinations, the fate of Troy hangs in the balance, and the threads of love and war become ever more entangled in the unfolding narrative. Chapter 13: Tragedy Strikes. In the aftermath of the gods' machinations, Troy stands on the precipice of tragedy. The once proud city, now scarred by the ravages of war, bears witness to the cost of mortal folly and divine interference. The air is heavy with grief, and the streets echo with the collective mourning of a city in ruins. This chapter unfolds as a somber elegy, recounting the tales of those who fought valiantly, their dreams shattered amidst the chaos of battle. The heroes who once stood tall now rest beneath the weight of the fallen, and the once glorious walls of Troy crumble in silent testimony to the transience of mortal endeavors. Paris, Helen, and the survivors navigate the desolation, their hearts heavy with the burden of guilt and loss. The gods, their amusement fading into a contemplative silence, watch as the consequences of their divine game play out in the mortal realm. As the dust settles, the true extent of the tragedy becomes apparent. Families torn asunder, dreams shattered, and a city that once flourished reduced to rubble. All are the bitter fruits of a war, fueled by love, jealousy, and the whims of gods who view humanity as mere pawns in their celestial drama. Tragedy Strikes invites readers to bear witness to the aftermath of a conflict that transcends mortal understanding. The survivors grapple with the scars of war, The gods reflect on the consequences of their actions, and the once mighty Troy stands as a testament to the ephemeral nature of glory and the enduring impact of the choices made in the crucible of destiny. Chapter 14. The final confrontation. Amidst the ruins of Troy, a lingering tension permeates the air. The survivors, burdened by grief and the weight of their choices, confront the harsh reality that their once majestic city now lies in ruins, and in the midst of this desolation, a flicker of determination sparks within the hearts of those who remain, as the remnants of Troy rally to rebuild and heal. Paris and Helen find themselves at the center of a fractured kingdom. The gods, observing the aftermath of their cosmic game, remain silent, their divine influence waning in the face of mortal resilience. In this chapter, readers witness the final confrontation between the forces that tore Troy apart and those who now strive to piece it back together. Old wounds are reopened, and the survivors grapple with questions of forgiveness, redemption, and the possibility of rebuilding from the ashes. As Paris and Helen navigate the complex tapestry of grief and rebuilding, the heroes who emerged from the battlefield must confront their own roles in the tragedy. The final confrontation becomes a crucible of emotions, where the echoes of the past collide with the uncertainty of the future. The final confrontation sets the stage for resolution and redemption. The survivors, scarred by the events that transpired, embark on a journey to forge a new destiny for Troy. In the ruins of the once great city, a glimmer of hope emerges, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who refuse to succumb to the shadows of the past. Chapter 15. Epilogue. Echoes of Troy. As the sun sets on the remnants of Troy, the city's fate lies in the hands of those who survived the storm. The scars of war may linger, but amidst the ruins, the survivors find the strength to rebuild. The once divided kingdom unites in the shared endeavor of reclaiming a semblance of normalcy. In this final chapter, readers witness the epilogue, a reflection on the echoes of Troy that reverberate through the annals of history. The survivors, having weathered the tempest of divine whims and mortal desires, face the daunting task of rebuilding their lives and their city. Paris and Helen, forever entwined in the tapestry of Troy's destiny, seek redemption for the roles they played in the tragedy. The gods, their influence waning, watch as mortals take control of their own narratives, shaping a future free from the shadow of divine intervention. Epilogue. Echoes of Troy invites readers to contemplate the cyclical nature of love, war, and the enduring resilience of the human spirit as the city rises from the ashes. The stories of heroes and sacrifices become the foundation upon which a new chapter in Troy's history is written. In the fading light of the once mighty city, the echoes of Troy resonate not only as a cautionary tale, but also as a testament to the indomitable spirit that persists even in the face of tragedy. As the survivors look towards the horizon, the legacy of Troy lives on, carried by the whispers of a bygone era and the promise of a future yet to unfold. And so, the tale of Whispers of Troy, Paris and Helen comes to a close. In the hushed aftermath of God's schemes and mortal choices, Troy stands as a testament to the fragility of love, the cost of war, and the resilience of the human spirit. As the city rebuilds, the survivors carry the weight of the past, forging a new path from the ruins of the old. Paris and Helen, forever bound by the threads of fate, seek redemption in the echoes of a city that once bore witness to their forbidden love. The gods, their celestial game played out, retreat to Olympus, leaving mortals to shape their own destinies. the scars of Troy become a tapestry of lessons learned. A reminder that even in the face of divine whims, humanity has the power to rise above tragedy. In the fading light, the once majestic city becomes a symbol of resilience, a phoenix rising from the ashes. As the story concludes, the echoes of Troy linger, a timeless reminder that love and war, intertwined in the threads of fate, leave an indelible mark on the canvas of history. Thanks for watching.